Hey everybody, it's Mark with Mark's Home Hobbies. How's everybody today? Oh, that's good. I hope you're doing fine. Yeah, so that's a wood carving right there. That my machine right here, this Ben Box machine or whatever it's called here, with this little gerbil kind of controller, 2-axis deal. There's the safety glasses. This right here is another wood burning that was done by laser that I mounted onto this machine right here, and I ran using the Mach 3 software. And I had a laser attached to it with a shutter that came across it with a relay, and then the laser was always on. And then somehow or another I used a macro in there, and I've got a profile saved on that machine there for Mach 3 that retracts that relay and opens the laser up according to what it needs to do in a program that creates G-code. Anyways, G-code is what runs on the Mach 3 program on there, and it also runs G-code on these little gerbils here too. So, but this right here was done with this machine with a laser hooked up to it, a red laser. This right here was done on this machine right here, the Ben Box, with a blue laser. It's much more powerful than this laser right here. Although this laser right here might not have been mounted in the correct location, because who knows? How are you going to know how to mount it on a machine like this that didn't even have one? So I was playing everything by ear. This one here it burns really, really good. I tried turning the speed settings up and tried turning the power outputs of the laser down and all that stuff. And I think what it is on this machine here, there's a spoil board. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe from this angle you can see that board right there. If I was to remove that board and leave this machine sitting right on top, I think it would burn perfectly. It would burn just like that one, if not better. But being how it's 3/4 of an inch closer, that makes a world of difference in laser beam land. So, but this machine right here, I'm going to tell you, when it runs, you can turn that thing way up high and it runs really kind of nice. I haven't found the right settings for it yet, but when I do, I'll publish the link for it so anybody else that gets the settings, can do it. I'll put it on my Thingiverse page, so you'll have to figure out how to get to that. It's on the lower right hand side of my banner on my homepage. It's a little hint for you. Anyways, yeah, so this took around about 2.5 hours and created quite a bit of smoke. So that's only because it was burning so heavy. But one thing that's interesting about this, if you hold this up to the light and you look at it sideways, and you look at it real close, that's actually carved right into the wood. There's little carvings in that, which is, it's amazing. So you can almost do a 3D carving with one of these machines, give it enough power, and then what you just have to do is figure out how to take the burnt layer off of there without taking too much of the material off. This right here does not display that characteristic. This is merely a marking almost, which is interesting nonetheless. Much more finer line, much more detail. But nonetheless, each has both of its qualities in its own respects. I think with the proper tuning, the gerbil can achieve that effect. The gerbil machine running here can do the same thing. And definitely needs to be ventilated outside, though. In my workshop, I had the fans going in here and the ventilation going, and it was not enough. So either you'd keep the smoke down a little bit. Probably don't want to use birch plywood either, because that's probably pretty flammable stuff. But I don't know what this is. I think it's probably like red oak or something. Yeah, maybe, regular oak or red oak or something like that. Anyways, it's a harder wood. This is really, really soft wood, and it just burns up, poof, just like that. So when you're cutting it, and always make sure that you're wearing these right here whenever you're working on the lasers, because you can ruin your eyes really fast. And make sure you get a decent little laptop with decent USB. I'm eventually going to take this machine right here, for those who care, who follow my channel. I don't know if there's anybody that does, but if you do and you're into this type of stuff and you follow it, I'll be putting out another video shortly showing me replacing this box with let's see if I can get it out without wrecking all my videos here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be replacing it and putting this box on there along with the box I showed in the previous video, the gerbil controller. Yeah, I got one of those too. So, and it does have a laser capability built into it. And this is a touchscreen version, so I'll be able to load my code directly onto the SD card in here, or even by Wi-Fi. I don't even have to plug in an SD card if I don't want to. So I'll be able to design the programs and send them right to this machine right from, I'll be able to design them on the laptop and then send the program from the laptop right to this machine, and just hit one button and run it basically. And yeah, so that's how that's going to work. And then you're talking nice, because what you can do is you put your wood down here like this. Sorry about that noise. Now you just line it up with the corner there, and right over here is your 0 point for all your axes right here. For that machine it is, and for this machine it is. So wherever I can set the 0 to any place on either of these machines, but the way it's sitting right now without touching it, that's the way it's setting right now. So if I was to carve something using that machine there, and I could carve on it, and then I could just pick the piece up and then move it over to here, and then just do the burnage to it right there. Although with this little laser, this little high-powered job here, I can do some carving with some the proper motivation on this wood. So we're exploring all this stuff, and we still don't know what's going on yet, but I'm gonna move this off of here, and I'm gonna temporarily move it over to here on this here platform, and that's gonna be its home, because I don't want to have it sitting up here all the time. I want to be able to have it doing its thing over there on the other side of the shop, rather than right here. And then also the benefit of being over there in the room is farther back that way is actually a vent to the outside, which I can hit with some 4-inch tubing or something like that, and actually get my vent out that window where the dryer vent is, down that way for the clothes dryer. Put it through that window too. So that's what I'm hoping to do anyways. And my goal is to eliminate this big monstrosity computer here and replace it with gerbils and these type of things with the touch screen on it right down here, this thing. Yep, replace all the computerized garbage with that, and then this way I just do my design work and bring the card over, put it in, run, and that's it. No messing around. Ease of use. So anyways, if you stuck around this long, you're a brave soul. Thanks a lot for helping me out. Could subscribe, and the reason why I'm asking you to subscribe today on this video is because it happens to be my birthday. So you can maybe wish me a happy birthday in the comments. That way I'll know you watched all the way through. Either way. If you don't, you don't. If you know, you know. So, anyways, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Yeah, so this marks Home Hobbies. Have a nice day and a better day tomorrow. See you in the next one.